Everyone, my name is Matthew Redfearndiaz. Today I'm here to talk about William Harvey. William Harvey is a fantastic master. He's a man that revolutionized our idea of anatomy. He changed the whole game. What he did was, at the time, the book thought that the liver created the blood, and it was pumped to the heart, and then the body was consumed the blood. But he thought, that's not how it is. Because, well, it's not. But at the time, that wasn't known. But he was the man to do the research, to create the idea, so we know what it actually is. Now, this man is a great master for multiple reasons. Some included in Green's book on mastery of how he held his research just because he was afraid of the consequences that would come, so he worked his way through holding his research, getting it even more solidified, and even talking to the king at the time to get his approval. He's such a great man, and he went through so much. Now, the reason why I picked Harvey William was because of my connection with him. The reason why I have a connection with him is because I, before coming to Full Sail, used to work in the medical industry. I was an EMT on the ambulance for my hometown. Now, the knowledge that Harvey created is instrumental and changed everything, and because of that, people were able to finally be correctly treated, studies were able to finally be done, and just revolutionized everything that, sure, what we take now for granted, back then in his time, that wasn't the same deal. But because of his research and of his work, we were able to get that. Now, some of the questions I would like to ask Harvey William, some brought up in Green's book on mastery, and Benjamin Goldberg's and his book on William Harvey on the anatomy experience. What was the reason? What was his edge to figure out how blood truly worked? Because up to that point, blood was always conceived as working one way. It was always conceived as going from the liver to the heart. What made him think that, no, that's not how it works? What made him want to figure it out? What made him think that, no, which we've been known for a fact for years and years, is wrong? Another question I would like to ask him is, what was he thinking when he had to hold his information? Was he scared? Was he afraid? Was he hoping the whole time that maybe he might be wrong? What was his mind? What was his thinking? What was his actions on this whole process of holding off his findings to getting even more concrete evidence and then refuting people that would say, no, you're wrong, who've been masters in the field for years and years? What was going through his mind during that time? So during the reading, we read about the 7 deadly realities. These 7 deadly realities are something very dangerous that can happen to you in this industry. 2 of these personally affect me. One of them is laziness. I'm a very lazy person. I only really work if I'm motivated in something or I truly enjoy it. And that's not a good thing to be in the industry. You should always be motivated and you shouldn't be lazy. You should always be motivated to keep on moving forward and doing. That's something that can truly affect me later in the industry. I am trying to work on it. Another one is passive aggression. This one, I'm kind of the person where I won't personally confront them. I will go around talking, try to talk through other channels to talk to that person. This is not a good thing in the industry, because if I'm not upfront with the person, it's going to lead to more troubles down the road, especially when we're trying to work in a team. It's better to be upfront and not avoiding them.